How long has he been your prisoner?
We have been each other's prisoner for a very long time.
However did you find yourself in this situation?
That question applies to both of us.
And the answer's probably the same. What's your name?
Jill. How do you know Hannibal?
One could argue intimately.
Nakama? It's a Japanese word for very close friends.
Yes, we were nakama. Last time I saw him,
Try to kill me.
he left me with a smile.
All sorrows can be born if you put them in a story. Tell me a story.
In the Roman
I want
times,
to know your story.
each carcass was divided. Prime cuts went to nobility, second to the clergy, third to the bourgeoisie, and fourth to the army. Il quinto quarto, the offal, went to the queen.
The fifth quarter?
The units of a carcass constitute roughly a quarter of its weight.
Il quinto quarto evolved from necessity to become high tradition.
We're cooking the last
Civil captivity. When the Lord's whistle,
Shit, crazy.
the dish is done. Coratella con caciufi. Verbal artichokes, served with spring lamb's liver, lungs, and heart.
Professor Sogliato doesn't know what he's missing. So rude of him to ignore your invitation.
He sends his regrets.
He had so many regrets. That he's on the table.
It is. I say that without ego. I don't require conventional reinforcement.
You would agree, Signora Fell.
My husband's ego is not measured by
That's
conventional
Star
means.
Ghost.
I first prepared this dish in honor of my sister when I was very young.
I'm sure you've perfected the recipe over the years.
I'm gonna eat horses. So he get off seeing other people eat the people too, babe. And we're eating evidence. See, like, I only...
I know she's like, will they notice? It tastes like
I do
people.
indeed. The lamb must be newly slaughtered. The organs cooked the same day. I always oversee this process personally.
You do.
I don't know exactly on camera.
We construct fairy tales, and we accept them. Our minds concoct all sorts of fantasies when we don't want to believe something.
I accept what Hannibal has done. I understand why he has done it.
Misha doesn't explain Hannibal. She doesn't quantify what he does.
He does what was done to her.
How do you know it was your prisoner who killed Misha?
Hannibal told me so. Hannibal took someone from you. Are you here to take someone from him?
If I were like Hannibal,
Which I'm not.
I would have killed you already. Cooked you ate you, and fed what was left of you to him.
Because that's what he does.
That's what he would do.
You've given that some thought.
Do you know where he is?
Why are you looking for him after he left you with a smile?
I've never known myself as well as I know myself when I'm with him.
You won't find Hannibal here. There are places on these grounds he cannot safely go. Bad memories.
What do these grounds hold for you?
Hannibal wanted to kill that man for what he did to Misha. I wouldn't let him take his life. So Hannibal left his life with me.
But you're so young.
He was curious if you would kill. I imagine he still is.
I mean, how long have you left this motherfucker
I
down?
don't know. And like, when did, how old were you when she got eaten?
Yeah.
More information.
What were you like as a young man?
I was rooting for Mephistopheles and contemptuous of Faust.
Would you like to talk about your first spring lamb? Why can't you go home, Hannibal? What happened to you there?
I told you I had to eat my sister.
Nothing happened to me. I happened.
So I think he's just trying to say he was born there. His sister was just a
How did
little
your sister taste?
over the cliff.
Did he eat his sister? Did he know he ate his sister?
Drop, I'm out. Drop, I'm out. I just want to hit you with that for a slide down up in here. So he been eating these snails, yeah. What he been doing is stay alive. Can I talk to this guy? I should just let him down there and talk to him. If you don't get your ass off your knees and get out there.
Go!
I think he'll be skinny like that. He don't know. So
I wish he would actually explain, did he kill Misha and then make Hannibal eat him?
That's what it seemed like she was saying. And that's why he locked him in there. That was in prison.
Are you a believer, Senor Crawford?
Aren't we all?
Belief comes with imagination.
We also imagine the possibility that we all live on after death. Will Graham died. Lui era morto. Io era morto. He was dead. I was dead. We didn't imagine that.
What does Will Graham imagine now?
I borrowed his imagination. And I broke it. I don't know how he managed to piece it back together again.
People come here to be closer to their God. Isn't that what Will Graham was doing?
Maybe. Will Graham understands Hannibal. He accepts him. Now, who among us doesn't want understanding and acceptance?
I'll help you find him.
Why would you help me?
I have no reason to stay here. Not anymore. You saw to that.
You don't want to do anything else in your life, though?
He's so young. Isn't this another country? Some Japanese ass doing over here? Man, Italy. Yeah, he is doing what Hannibal be doing. Making people think it's him.
You put all the snails on her, babe.
That was very right. My boy. My boy. It's a beautiful thing.
What your sister made you feel was beyond your conscious ability to control or predict.
I hope someone clarifies.
Or negotiate.
I would suggest what Will Graham makes you feel is not dissimilar. A force of mind and circumstance.
Love. He pays you a visit or he doesn't.
Same with forgiveness. And I would argue the same with betrayal.
The god betrayal. Who presupposes the god forgiveness?
We can all betray. Sometimes we have no other choice.
Misha didn't betray me. She influenced me to betray myself, but I forgave her that influence.
What?
If past behavior is an indicator of future behavior, there is only one way you will forgive Will Graham.
I have to eat him.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that was very direct. So what, Misha found out he was killing people and then... But I thought he said the guy in the jail ate her.
Alright, that was episode 3 of Hannibal. And, you know, yeah, a little confusing. things that's going on right there. I get the gist of it though. That's Hannibal's old house where he grew up at, that his sister died at, that he had to eat. Seemingly so because of this perpetrator we have caged up in here, who's now been monitored and watched for we don't know how many years, and been keeping him alive. She don't know for how long or why or when Hannibal was ever gonna come back. I'm assuming they had no contact with each other. It was just a mission that he gave her, and she stuck to the mission through and through. And so that seems crazy for sure. What also seems crazy is that the amount of people we eating in these first 3 episodes right here. They was like, you know what we didn't do in the first 2 seasons? He was eating people. But like, we didn't really show people him eating people. And so we ain't had nothing on this season, right? We gonna show you cut the arm up, throw some salt on it, sea salt at that, crisp that shit up and gonna serve it to everybody. Sometimes you might come and eat somebody and then you gonna be the one getting ate too after that. You just don't know out here. That's how he getting down. Why is Scully still around taunting and teasing him? I get it that her brain has been blendered, but she still pretends to be in her own space and in control of her own things, but she's not. So I don't really know what her end game is either on here. Glad to see Lawrence Fishburne is back, but like he said, he ain't here to catch the monster. He's here to catch Will Graham. And so, fine. We don't know why he want to catch Will Graham, though. It's just, other than he wants a complete story.
He didn't say catch.
Oh, he's looking for Will Graham.
I'm here for.
Yeah. So, I think he just wants the whole backstory what had happened that night, because he passed out in the pantry. All right? Because he should have been dead. Along with everybody else on this season right here. But, ergo, here we go, season 3. And so, yeah, this was just confusing. So, we got a whole season, though. I hope they clear it all up, straighten it all out, and then we can move forward from there. But for right now, pretty good episode. Just a lot of questions. Let's go.
I would be happy if, unless it's going to be revealed later, if it can be clarified. If this was the episode that clarified the Misha situation, and I just didn't fully grasp it, I would love for it to clarify, because I've had my own ideas of the Misha situation based on, I don't know, whatever I watched before, whether it's a movie or another series, which I'll just explain it to you real quick, because I already did. In that iteration of what the story is, Nazis took over their house, and because they could at that point, to like stay for the winter, and they ran out of food, so they went out and killed his baby sister and ate his baby sister and made him eat it, which was like,
that was in another movie.
Yeah, that's Hannibal.
Yeah.
An iteration of Hannibal. So I don't really get what's happening in this episode to clarify exactly what happened to Misha, because they have the guy in the prison who might have eaten her, but he's like, to me, he doesn't seem much older than Hannibal is. And then the way that Scully, because I also can't remember what her name in the show is, the way that she's asking questions, it sounds like, and the way that Hannibal answered it was like, nothing happened to me. I became me. Like, I became me. I was the one. So, like, and then they're talking about the betrayal. Demisha found out what he was doing, and then, like, he had to eat her. Because that's the way it sounds.
To forgive her.
Who the fuck is in the jail then? Did the jail person actually do anything?
That was just random. They found walking around, lurking.
And then who is the girl? And why does she feel like she owes anything to Hannibal?
She was kidnapped too when she was a Japanese
baby. You're just coming up with stuff. The point is, the episode didn't say all these things. You're just saying words.
I am.
So I would just like clarification, because I felt like a lot went over my head this episode. But what I will say, the things that stood out, obviously seeing, what's his name of the show? Lawrence Fishburne? No. Lawrence Fishburne's character, Jack. Seeing Jack was great, because I totally thought he was dead. And it's interesting that he he clearly has guilt for how much he pushed Will, and he feels like he is probably the catalyst that opened Will up to Hannibal's influences. That's what I got out of that portion of the episode, which I think is great, because Jack was such a hard ass the last 2 seasons about pushing Will to like bait Hannibal to, or not even bait Hannibal, to catch the people, to be in their heads, and then obviously the last few episodes as far as like empowering him to be the person, to be the fisherman, which is clearly was a lot. It didn't go the way that we wanted it to go. So I feel like Jack is carrying a lot of guilt with him, and that's why he said what he said, that he's here for Will. He's here to like try to bring his friend back, bring the person back, because he feels a lot of guilt for pushing him too far. But then yeah, as far as Scully's character goes again, I don't know what her motivation is. The only thing I can think of is that because she's a psychiatrist, this is the most fascinating place to be ever, in a place of psychiatry, to literally be the wife of a serial killer and be able to have these conversations that he wouldn't have with anybody else because he doesn't trust them.
Oh, so you're saying she's doing research?
I think she has a massive ego, like ridiculous ego. Plus, I think she's a little bit, mentally fucked up by everything Hannibal did as well.
That would make sense.
But that's to me could be the only reason, only because they share the same profession, and like he is like the head case, so to speak, that you would only get, and she gets to witness it while he's doing it. I don't know. That's my thoughts. But all in all, very entertaining episode. I just wish it was a little bit more clear on the Misha situation, because I was so excited for Will to go to where he grew up, to find what possibly motivates Hannibal to be who he is. And I don't feel like it was clear cut. I feel like it was confusing. And I hope it gets clarified. Or I hope somebody else who might have understood the episode better can clarify it too. So can't wait for the next episode though.
Alright, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Hannibal Season 3, Episode number 3. And until next time, peace.
Alright, we gotta get the pumpkin butts. You wanna come or you wanna chill for a second, relax?